Big banks are taking your money. Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America pay just 0.01% APY. That's $1 a year if you have $10,000. That's why today I'll be going over the top 7 best HYSAs to open right now, showing you their interest rates, any fees, how easy they are to use, the extra features they give, and which type of saver each one is best for. Right now, most people keep money in big banks because it feels safe. The problem is that big banks barely pay them any interest. And on top of inflation, the choice to put your money in these places costs hundreds or thousands of dollars a year. I made this mistake too. When I first started making money, I left thousands in low interest accounts and lost out on hundreds of dollars in free interest each year. That's when I started looking for a better option, and that's where high yield savings accounts come in. These high yield banks are usually FDIC insured up to $250,000. That means if the bank ever fails, the government will protect your money. They pay higher interest, also known as APY or annual percentage yield, usually have little to no fees, and come with simple tools that help you split your money into goals, like one for travel or one for emergencies. Here's how I rank these 7 banks. The APY or interest rate, which by the way are subject to change depending on when you watch this video, trust and FDIC coverage, extra features, tools, or bonuses, ease of use like apps and support, and no crazy fees or minimums. Account number 1, SoFi. SoFi is one of the most popular banks right now, and for good reason. Their savings currently pays 3.8%. With direct deposit, you can boost that up to 4.5%. This works by setting up your paycheck to go straight into SoFi. Once SoFi sees that automatic deposit, they give you the higher interest rate. They also offer a tiered sign-up bonus. For example, $50 if you direct deposit $1,000 to $4,999, and $300 if you direct deposit $5,000 or more within the first 25 days of opening an account, with the link in my description. This promo can always change, so always check the latest terms. Venmo or PayPal transfers don't count as direct deposit, and SoFi is pretty strict about this. Pro tip, if you're gonna go with SoFi, I recommend setting up payroll deposits early so you lock in the higher rate ASAP. In terms of perks, SoFi has vaults. You can put money into each one for different needs. The money is still in the same account, but the labels help you stay organized and stop you from spending what's meant for other goals. They also have auto sweep, which is like an automatic helper. If your checking account doesn't have enough money to cover a bill, SoFi will move money from your savings to your checkings to make sure the payment goes through. It's like a safety net that saves you from overdraft fees. And in terms of FDIC coverage, you can get covered up to $3 million through SoFi's insured deposit program, far above the standard $250,000 that most banks offer. The app is clean and transfers are easy to make. Some people do report freezes on bigger transfers, so you'll want to test small transactions first, then move more. Overall, SoFi is best if you want everything in one place: savings, checkings, even investing. If you have bigger balances and want the highest savings rate, the next account might be better. Account number 2, CIT Bank. CIT Bank has a reputation for being consistent with their interest compared to many online banks that constantly shift rates around. Their platinum savings pays 4.0% APY, but only if you keep $5,000 or more. Drop below that and your rate falls all the way down to 0.25%. So this account works best for bigger emergency funds. For insurance, CIT is FDIC insured up to $250,000 and owned by First Citizens Bank, one of the largest in the US. CIT also has CDs and money market accounts. A CD, or certificate of deposit, is like a locked savings jar. You agree not to touch your money for a set time, and in return, the bank gives you a higher interest rate. Right now, CIT's CD rates are around 3.5 to 5% APY, depending on the term length. Shorter terms, closer to 6 months, can pay on the lower end, while longer terms, like 18 months or more, can pay near the top. Pro tip, if you don't need your money for 6 to 12 months, try pairing the HYSA with a CD for a bit more interest. Transfers can take about 3 business days, which is slower than some, but their higher interest rate makes up for it. The downsides to CIT is that there are no branches and their customer service is sometimes known to be slow. So if you're fine with online-only banking and you want to earn more for a higher balance, this is a really good option. If $5,000 feels too high, the next bank gives strong rates with a much lower minimum. Account number 3, Bread Savings. Bread is simple. It pays about 4.25% with just $100 to open. For FDIC insurance, Bread covers you up to $250,000 through Community Capital Bank, and transfers usually take 2 to 3 business days. And if you're asking, why don't I just go with Bread since it pays more interest compared to CIT's 4%? Well, CIT's advantage is stability and extra products. CIT is owned by a large national bank, First Citizens, offers money market accounts, and has been consistently near the top since 2023. Bread also offers CDs with terms that typically range from 1 to 5 years, with rates around 4 to 5% APY depending on the length. The good? No hidden fees. The only fees are $5 for paper statements and $25 for wire transfers. But here's the thing, you don't have to use wires. Most people just link their Bread account to another bank and use the free ACH transfers, which usually take 2 to 3 business days. That way you avoid wire fees completely. So yeah, if you stick to the free online tools, you probably won't ever pay these fees. The bad, customer service is limited and there's no checking or extra banking features, so it really only works as a simple savings account. Still, the rate makes up for it. Bread Savings is best used for emergency funds or short-term savings goals. Short-term means money you might need in the next year or two, like saving for a trip or a new laptop. Now, if you're looking for the highest paying interest account, the next bank we have is Vio Bank. Right now, they're paying out a 4.31% APY with just $100 to start. This bank is often called the best pure yield option. They can offer this higher rate because they are an online-only bank with lower costs than traditional banks with branches. The catch is that you trade off extras, no debit card, no checking, and slower transfers in exchange for a higher interest rate. Treat it like a digital vault or a locked safe. You put money in and you don't plan to touch it often. Transfers are slow, taking about 4 to 5 business days, so you have to plan ahead. And pro tip, go paperless or you'll pay $5 for paper statements. Their customer support is solid while the app is mixed. iOS users like it, Android users not as much. One warning, a few people have had accounts closed for business reasons. When this happens, customers don't lose their money. Vio Bank is FDIC insured up to $250,000, so your funds are protected and returned even if your account is shut down. This is rare, it happens, so it's smart to move your savings across more than one bank. Don't keep your eggs all in one basket. Now, if you're just starting out and want simplicity, this account might be better. Account number 5, Sallie Mae. Sallie Mae isn't just for student loans. Their HYSA pays about 3.9% APY with no fees and no minimums. It's straightforward, open an account, deposit money, and watch it grow. Perfect for beginners. Nothing hidden. FDIC insured up to $250,000 like the others, but unlike SoFi, Sallie Mae doesn't have vaults, auto sweep, or extra tools. This is a plain savings account, and sometimes plain is best, like a basic backpack that just carries your stuff without any extras. Pro tip, pair it with their CDs to ladder savings for a bit more interest. Laddering means opening several CDs with different end dates, so you always have one freeing up soon. But not everyone wants plain. Some want a big brand and customer service that they can count on. That's where Discover comes in, at number 6 on the list. Discover is currently paying 3.5% APY, which is not the highest, but peace of mind is where it counts. Some people just want to sleep at night knowing their money's in a brand they know. It's FDIC insured up to $250,000, and many already know this as they use their Discover credit cards. Pro tip, if you link your HYSA to a Discover checking account, transfers are faster, often within the same day when it's between Discover accounts. External transfers take 2 to 3 days. Are there fees? No. Is the APY competitive? Not compared to Vio or Bread, but many pick Discover for stability and service. The app is also well rated with customer service among the best in the banking industry. That alone beats chasing a tiny bit more interest in my opinion, because it's like buying a car with great safety features, even if it's not the fastest on the road. Finally, let's end with a new digital bank that could be perfect for you. Account number 7, Jenius Bank. Jenius is a new digital-only bank paying a 4.2% APY. There's no fees, no minimums, and it's FDIC insured up to $250,000. It's also part of the Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation Group, one of Japan's largest financial institutions with a history going back over 100 years. The app is modern, clean, and has built-in tools like spending trackers and savings goals. The spending tracker shows you where your money is going each month with simple charts, while savings goals let you create labeled targets like vacation or emergency fund and track progress toward them step by step. So with the features, it's more useful than banks like Vio or Bread, while also giving you a competitive APY. Pro tip, signing up for these banks is free and most accounts require little to no minimum deposit. Some like Bread or Vio ask for around $100 to start, so you can test them out with a small amount first, and if you like a certain bank, you can always add more and make it your main HYSA. Here's a quick recap. Vio, Bread, and Jenius have the highest APYs. SoFi, best features and that $300 bonus. CIT, best if you've got over $5,000. Sallie Mae, beginner friendly, no hoops. And Discover, the most trusted brand. So here's what I do. Pick one, open it, set up direct deposit or auto transfers to get any bonuses, use their features to set up savings goals, build up 3 to 6 months of expenses here, choose another bank to test out and see if it's better. With so many banks out there, leaving money in a big bank is like letting it rot. Switching to a high yield savings account is one of the easiest free money hacks that you can do right now. I've linked the best offers for all 7 banks down below if you guys want to check them out, and let me know in the comments which one would you open today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to scroll down and click that little like button and subscribe so I see you guys in the next one.